Good morning. It's day 58. It's what time is it? 6:40. Heading out. Had a cold night. It wasn't my worst, but it was cold all night long. And but I'll warm up quickly on the trail and feel okay. And it's all going to be downhill. We're going to go from about 8,000 feet down to 3,000, but the trail is supposed to be totally damaged, so we'll see. Hey guys, it's around 8:30. In about 3.5 miles, I reach Mission Creek, and that's where the worst of the erosion and storm damage happens. You can get a sense of it from here. There's the mountain straight ahead. It was forested, but it burned, and then when the rain came, nothing held the hill back. This is pretty barren hillsides over here too. Fires everywhere. The last mile of the trail's been pretty damn rough. Just washed out, but I guess it's going to get heaps worse in 3 miles. So, yeah, we'll brace ourselves for that. The comments and Gut Hook says it goes on for like 12 miles, where you're bushwhacking, coming to dead ends on the trail where there's a cliff, and that trail been washed away. So I'm solo right now. Most of the guys are ahead of me. One guy's behind me, and I would like to hike it with someone, but we'll see. One way or the other, I'm going through. The trail's been slow going for the last maybe 2 miles. It's just too damn rocky. So easy to roll your ankles. It's painful on your feet. This is the trail. A little unnerving and slow moving, but at least I'm on the trail. Holy crap, what the hell? Oh man. This is becoming impossible to follow. I'm going to try and climb up that mountainside, not fall, and then follow it for a while anyways, from a place that's less disturbed. This is decidedly not fast hiking. I keep losing the trail and having to do crazy climbs. Terrain is atrocious. But I found the trail again, and so I'll proceed. But this is what it looks like. This is what it looks like on the other side of me, I should say. That's a very deep ravine, and I was down there crossing the trail. Oh my God. Very slow progress. At least it's pleasant temps. There's the trail. It's washed out, boulders, etc. The trail is really over there, so I gotta go down across these rocks and then try and find my way back up that hill. It's so loose, man. I've fallen a couple of times and tumbled because it's just loose sand and gravel. Hey guys, I came from over there. These are just fire-ravaged hills that, when torrential rain hit, it just washed them out and destroyed the trail. And the same, I don't know if there are ever trees over here, but it's a pretty dang rugged day. I've fallen a whole bunch of times, been lost a whole bunch of times, had to bushwhack endlessly. It's at my limit. I can't wait till this section be done and back to normal terrain. This is typical for my day. I come down to a blown up stream bed. There's the stream, but this is what it looks like now. And somewhere up here is the PCT. I just can't find it. It's taken me so long to make miles today. It's really quite exasperating. Yeah, this is the look of destruction. There's feedback in far out that less than a mile from here the trail starts becoming impassable, and the person worked his way down to the river and just walked along the river. And my concern with that is, having walked along the river, there's places where there's 15-foot waterfalls that you're trying to navigate, and it's arguably as dicey as anything else. But I think that I'm sure the person wasn't making this stuff up, so that may be my plan at some point. Oh boy. Hey guys, it started. It's 10 minutes to 1, and I found a low spot to climb down to the river. There was feedback that this is the only practical way to go. I'm hoping they're right. Right now this isn't too bad. I just want to avoid waterfalls, which I did encounter when I went down to the riverbed before. So, but this goes on for 5 miles. Holy crap! And again, I'm told the hillside is the people are calling it cliffed out. The trail just keeps disappearing, and there's no place to climb up to. So right there is a pretty flat spot, easy to go beyond that. Oh shit! First fall in the mud. Damn. Well, gotta stay focused. Try and make some miles. See you later. Good to see some bear prints once in a while. Haven't seen those in a bit. They're harder to find unless there's real sandy soil. But gives me something to think about with my food in the tent. Oh crap. This is a creek where I'm walking right now, and those are trees tossed up on the riverbank 20 feet higher than where I am now. And just look at how wide this place is. Can you imagine when that tropical storm came through and dumped so much rain, first time in 75 years? I guess SoCal had a tropical storm. It just really devastated the trail, and this area here. It's not going to look the same for eons. Makes for an uncomfortable day of hiking, no less. Here's my friend the tarantula's come back. It's a pretty amazing looking spider. It's like 3-4 inches long, about 3 inches wide. I'm backing away from it. It scares me. Yeah. Can you see it down there? There it is. People talk about loving cowboy camping. The thought that thing is crawling on you gives me the willies. That's cheating! That's cheating! Hey, good evening. It's the end of day 58. Did a little over 20 miles today, about 20 and a half. And it was one of the hardest days hiking ever. A lot of my gear, my hiking poles, the handles are just shredded. We're on this particular, we're on Mission Creek. There's probably a half dozen of us here. One guy that we just met who was section hiking. Have a little bonfire going. But Mission Creek was hit very hard by the tropical storm and hurricane, so the mountains are severely eroded. The creek, which is still running, which is supposed to be like 5 to 8 feet wide, is still running 5 to 8 feet wide, but the river itself is probably several hundred yards wide because it's just been torn to pieces with erosion, with boulders, with rocks, and we came down through that much of the day. It was just brutal, and my feet are soaked, constantly going through rivers, or streams rather. And then before we even got here, the trail was completely washed out, and it was very sketchy climbing. Dare I say, the sketchy is probably what young people would use. People my age would use the term life-threatening, but that was. I'm glad most of it's done. I think we still have about a mile left to exit this river, which you can't see. I can see. But it's a beautiful night with a strong 3/4 moon. But regardless, it was just a really hard day. We're about, I think, 45 miles from Idlewild. So it's possible I can get there in 2 days. I think I really needed hotel or something to recover, do laundry. I'm really dirty, and to get a good night's sleep.